Hey guys, my name is Patrick Chappell. I'll be your instructor this semester for EDLD 732. We will do most of our classes online in Moodle. I think you can see maybe if you've looked on the syllabus that we're looking to basically kind of giving you a week at a time's worth of work. Some of that is just by design to kind of keep us organized and focused. Some of that is just for me to be able to kind of build it as we go. It's the first time I've taught this course on Moodle, so I'm kind of assimilating some of the content. I'm also wanting to be real responsive to where I sense your needs are. So though I have kind of a map of where I'm heading, I'm wanting the flexibility to be able to adjust. But just so you know, and it says this in the syllabus and all that, but I kind of want you to hear me say it. The big part of this course, and Dr. Newton and I have been working really hard to sort of redesign things a bit, is to really help give everybody a good, solid jump start in the dissertation process. So, people tend to, my experience working with a lot of Sanford students, is that people tend to get bogged down in chapter 2, which is writing lit reviews and understanding what that means. And it's a different style of writing. And how do you organize it and put it together? And how do you even read research and write research? So really, that's what a lot of this course is going to be about, is scholarly reading and scholarly writing. And incorporating in that is going to be some work with APA. Let me tell you about that. So I've been working the APA, which is obviously the style that you use, and I hope all of you have been able to maybe already had that book for some other courses, but because you're going to need it throughout till you finish your dissertation, it'll become like a little Bible to you. And you can use the Kindle version if you want, but um, they've got an online resource that they provide that gives some tutorials. And I'll tell you, when I was at Sanford, it was a different online system because it was a decade or so ago, but I did some kind of online tutorials in APA, and I certainly didn't memorize how to the format for stuff, but it really helped me to get familiar with that book, so that when I'm in the process of writing a dissertation and I need to know how to sort an edited book with 3 people as an author with 17 different chapters, and I only needed one chapter, I knew right where to go in the book to find what I needed to do to cite it, and I didn't get bogged down with it. So I'm looking to give some exercises that you can do online like that, and APA provides some of those. So I'm hoping to work it out with the library where I can get a subscription and at least have some activities like that that I think will be of value to you. Again, just getting you familiar with APA. You certainly have to memorize this stuff. I still have to go and look up certain things, but the more familiar you are with that, the more comfortable you'll be. So again, the big text in the book are obviously the APA manual. I've put 2 online resources for you that are just there to use. The Cresswell is like the original book that has been used in the past. I'm not using it as much for this course, but I'm providing it for you for a resource. It could be that you'll use that some in some of your chapter 2, and quoting in some of your chapter 1 and 3, even where you talk about, I'm using qualitative research because of such and such. So anyway, so that I've given you a copy of that as a reference, if nothing else. And then also your dissertation manual. That's your second Bible. So I wanted you to have that handy, and you may have a copy, but there's another copy on Moodle if you need it. The book that we're going to be using, pardon me, is this book right here. This is a copy of it. So this is the one I really want you to get, because I'll be doing some reading out of that and having discussion questions online about that. So I really do want you to have a copy of that. So be getting that soon if you haven't already. And again, you can get a used one, whatever. I don't even care. This one is a 6th edition. No, excuse me, a 2nd edition. If you get an older one because it's cheaper, you may miss something here or there, but I'm sure the gist of it will be the same. And by the way, I can't remember if I'm going to be teaching y'all in the 733, the companion course. If so, then I'm planning to use this book for that course as well. We'll just do the second half of it during then. So anyway, so you may get 2 uses out of it. And that's that part of that. So again, as I think I've told you, the whole online thing's going to be new for me. I've been in an online course before and have experience with online courseware, so it's not like I'm not familiar with it. But I've not taught. This is a different kind of course in general, and I've not taught it online. So, and I've not used Moodle. We use in Homewood we use Schoology, so there's that. Um, so I'm kind of spending lots of time with that, and that's one of the reasons I'm building as I go too, because I don't want to give y'all too much work to do, and I want to really take advantage of what Moodle has to offer in terms of maybe some group work and things like putting a video online, discussion boards, and all of that, so that it's a vehicle itself to help you guys learn the content that we need to learn, and really so that you not only can it take the place of like a face-to-face conversation like this is doing right here, but maybe in some cases it might be better online, the way it's organized in face-to-face. So so there's that. So we are going to meet 2 times face-to-face. The one of the times I think I've got from y'all that you're kind of confirmed on that April date. So let's plan on that. And then the other time, Dr. Newton and I are still getting together. She really wants to. She and I both want to kind of get y'all on a topic area pretty soon. Just a general area. I think what we want to do is match up whatever your levels of interest may be, along with needs that get expressed to her. That new model of the dissertations. I'm not sure how y'all are looking to group. I think y'all are doing groups, and I don't know if you're going to be 2 pairs of 3 or 3 pairs of 2. So that's all of that we got to work out, and I want to do that fairly soon, because the sooner y'all get a topic area, there's a lot of work that goes into narrowing that topic down. And so part of what we want to happen in this class is we want by March, April for you to have your first topic meeting with your committee. And so for that to be the case, we've got to kind of really get narrow the focus of whatever the general topic is that you come up with. So Dr. Newton and I are thinking sometime early mid-February, so we'll probably, she and I need to match some dates and give 3 or 4 choices, and then we'll probably email you 3 or 4 choices and let y'all decide. And that'll, by the way, that'll be one of the 10 classes. The April is one of the 10, and whenever we come up there, that'll be one of the 10. So whatever I was going to do online, I'll just do face-to-face that time. So chapter 1, the topic meeting, that's going to be very important. And then the lit review, as you're going to be reviewing literature from the very beginning, including this week. This week's more of a practice exercise on that, but ultimately I'm going to have you, that's why it's important to learn your topic soon, because you can be doing your lit review as you go, and then if you're grouped, you can kind of, really take advantage of having more than one person at your disposal to get that chapter, to build that chapter 2 a little more quickly. So that's our big overarching goal, is for you to be through with chapters 1 and 2 by the end of the semester, so that so you have your topic meeting, then early in the summer you would be able to have your prospectus, which is your defense of chapters 1, 2, and 3, and then you're off and running on your study. So that's kind of how we're setting it up, to really kind of help make sure everybody gets off on one foot together. All right, so that's just sort of the introduction to some of the things, and hopefully some of the explanations of the syllabi. I'll probably do a little video like this each time. Sometimes it may be more content, sometimes it may be more explanation. I have found, for me, whenever I've done any kind of online, I like sort of a balance of reading and viewing. Because viewing you can kind of do while you're sitting in your office or your desk or whatever. You can do it in the car, or listening, or at least. And then obviously reading, I can only do so much online reading. I get kind of tired of it. Obviously you can break it up in shifts, but I just think a balance of that kind of thing is good. And sometimes an explanation of something, even if it's in writing as well, is helpful. So you'll find that I'll do a balance of that. I plan on using discussion boards a good bit. And setting that up. There's one for this week. I plan on having you do some sort of summary reflections on certain topics that may be in your assigned reading, or maybe something that's discussed where I want you to discuss a little more in depth. There's a couple of chapters toward the end of the semester where I may have you present some of the content in some form or fashion online. It won't be in person. And then other than that, that's really it. And then other than that, you're going to be doing literature reviews and working on your chapter 1 and 2 and that APA tutorial. So anyway, it's going to be steady, but I'm really going to monitor it so that it's that's one of the reasons I want to set it up where it's a week worth of work at a time. All right, so this is this first introductory video. I'm going to put this in the general section of Moodle, and that's where you'll see it, obviously, when you read it. I'm going to want you, and let me just explain this here, and I may explain the other place too, but I want you to submit an introductory video to me that kind of gives me some information about you. I purposefully haven't done that about myself in this video because I'm going to model for you kind of what I want you to do, so you get a sense of how laid back it is and all of that. By the way, this video here is now 11 minutes. I'm just doing this on my iPhone. My iPhone's literally sitting on my laptop right now. I'm going to save this. I have a YouTube account, and I'm going to save it, and I think there's a way to make it, to zip it up a little tighter or whatever, and then I'm going to put the link on Moodle, and so literally I think you can watch it through YouTube. I don't care how you submit it, but you probably are going to have to, I mean, I know you're going to have to do this video for me, and you may need to do some other ones for me as well. So just kind of help each other and kind of work through that a little bit to whatever degree you might need to. But anyway, I'm going to do the video basically over the 5 questions that I'm going to want you to do. So that'll kind of be an assignment for you. But again, I'm going to do one too, so I'll model it for you. And basically, it's just a personal get to know you thing. So and just like I'm doing here, I've got a couple notes of what I wanted to say, but basically I'm just being real casual and talking like I might would in class. So that's going to be fine too. So don't feel any pressure to script things out and make it perfect. All right, so that's the end of this one. Look for another video soon. Thanks.